I'm Tim Laird with Kevin Harned in the Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs studio.
And what a show we have for you coming up on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. A lot of local flavor with some worldly twists. It's Kentucky Proud Cooking, spicy fried chicken with harissa honey and Brussels sprout sweet potato hash. Plus, vegetarian-friendly food, too, that's so good it will even satisfy the meat eaters. We'll get the secrets to making it at home with the head chef of Louisville's Red Herring.
Plus, Kevin, I'll tell you what, I've got a great cocktail. This time it's called Rye in the Sky.
You always have a great cocktail.
We do.
We look forward to sharing the secrets. It's Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs before a live studio audience, and it starts right now. Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned, and we are before a live studio audience who's ready to eat. Yeah, they are. We've got a great show planned for them and for you at home. We're right here in Butchertown at our home base. This is Kitchen Studio at Bourbon Barrel Foods. And today we're featuring food from a hot spot that's just around the corner from here, the Red Herring on Louisville's Frankfort Avenue, which is inside the historic Hilltop Theater building. They're doing everything in their own unique way over there, both food and drink. In addition to their house specialties, the drink menu includes a list of 100 cocktail classics. As for the food, it covers breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week, and each dish is unique with the signature of executive chef Jacob Coronado. Today, he'll be sharing the secrets to his spicy fried chicken leg and vegetarian gnocchi. But before we get to the cooking, would you help me please say hello to my co-host, my dear friend, my broadcast partner, Tim Laird, America's CEO.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Timmy.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Great looking audience.
Oh, they're hungry.
They are fired up.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. We're all excited, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know, one of my things, because I just mentioned it, it takes me back immediately to my childhood. One of my favorite things, fried chicken.
Yes, it does. And we're going to learn the secrets to the way that Chef Coronado's doing it.
You know, we've been doing this show for well over a decade.
Right.
And very few times have we made fried chicken.
Right,
So
I know.
I'm excited.
You are excited.
Let's
All
get
right.
going.
It's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio because we have a great chef with us, Jacob Coronado from the Red Herring.
Hey.
Come on, Chef. What's going on, man? How are you?
Yes,
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Great. Fried chicken.
Yep, fried
I'm
chicken.
excited.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and this is something we can get at the Red Herring?
It is something you can get at the Red Herring. Absolutely.
Awesome. I'll tell you what. As
Nice.
you know, Kevin's got a passion for it. We all love it. I don't think anybody doesn't like it.
No, I mean, but to do it right is not the easiest thing.
I know.
So,
and Chef, I know your background, you were at ADA for a little bit, but then before that, you were at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. I mean, that's a big place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of cooking, a lot of food.
I bet you're glad to be settled in here at the Red Herring now and doing your own thing and having fun.
Absolutely, yes. We get to work with local farmers, and we get to be very creative, and we also get to work with some of the best bartenders in Louisville, in my opinion. So.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, your website is phenomenal. You can go on there, check out your menu, but also your drinks. I mean, you've got 100 specialty cocktails and all kinds, all arranged by what kind of style you like, what type of cocktail you want, what your spirit is. A great website, and certainly you can get prepared on what you want to order when you get to the restaurant.
You can also see the history behind each cocktail.
Oh, there's
as
a
well.
little history behind
So
there.
the website's very informative. It tells about the events that we do, the live music, who's playing. Yeah, it's very informative.
Well,
we have a good website.
The website's a great space in itself, but being in the facility, I mean, what a beautiful
and then there's
place.
the facility, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we revamped it, or we made it look very nice. We kept a lot of the historical things. We still have some molding on the ceilings. We just painted over a little bit, but it's still got that like historic feel to it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, we're going to start with gnocchi.
Okay. I always start with just like canola oil or blended oil. You don't want to. I don't use my finishing oils because I don't want to alter the flavor of oil that's already nice.
Perfect.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some peppers here.
It looks like red, yellow, and
Oh
green.
yeah. So yeah, we got purple, red, green.
Nice colorful combination.
Yeah. And as far as like if you wanted to use the color, it adds it adds another level. Like if you're cooking for friends or family, you would definitely impress them with the color and it's very vibrant. But you can use a green bell pepper as well.
And a nice little diced onion,
Yeah.
red onion.
So we're adding red onion. So we're gonna let those cook gently. We don't want to necessarily caramelize them.
I can do that.
No, you can't.
It's all in the wrist.
You can do it, but it would be all over the desk.
One time.
Yeah,
Smelling good.
it is. What's next, Chef? Where are we
All right.
heading to now?
Now that we've got these stewed a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and deglaze with this red wine. We chose the Pinot Project, the Pinot Noir. It's one of our house Pinot Noir. But yeah, I chose this red wine. Basically, it's not too big, but I'll say this: like every chef has said before, if you can, if it's good enough to drink, it's good enough to cook with.
Right.
So yeah, we're just gonna deglaze with that. We're gonna let that reduce. I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt.
Okay.
And it's always good to just season in layers. Don't add every salt at the very end. Don't add it right all of it at the very beginning. And this is really the gnocchi is not hard to make at all. But really, what makes this dish shine and what makes it pretty simple is the sauce.
Okay.
Sauce is going to add your vegetables. It's also going to add. It's going to keep it from drying out the gnocchi.
Beautiful. Ready for the sauce?
Yes, now we're just going to add a little bit of sauce to it. And we don't want to make it add too much sauce because you still want those flavors to shine from the peppers.
Beautiful. And that sauce is going to pick up all the flavors from that pan and all those peppers,
Yeah, so
onion.
Exactly. Building
Nice.
just another layer.
This looks good. I would be a fan of the gnocchi, and that salsa
Smells
looking
delicious.
really good.
Absolutely
Smells
fabulous.
delicious.
So ideally you'd let this simmer and you want these flavors to build for a good amount of time. But I think we got some good flavors now. We can go ahead and start the building
Looks
process.
good.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Start with the gnocchi first. And we're going to get a nice little sear on that. It's not going to take long at all.
But you want a little brownness to it too. It
I
gives
like
a
I
little-
like to crisp it up.
Yeah.
Once it warms up, it's going to be nice and soft like a pillow, but add a little crispness, just a little bit of texture on top as well with when you pan sear it.
And that's the key. You want that hot pan, hot oil, so it just doesn't soak in. It actually gives it a nice.
That's right. So when you read like in a cookbook or in a recipe, it says seasoned pan. What it means is get your pan hot and add some oil and warm it up so that your gnocchi or what have you doesn't stick to the pan. So I'm also going to add some of this butternut squash, and all we've done to it is we peeled it, diced it, get a pot of boiling water with some salt, and we blanch it. So that's literally a 45-second cook time when you're dropping it in the water. Yeah. So
And then you
add
get a beautiful color. It pulls out a color, and then, like you said, when it goes into the pan, it's already kind of parboiled, it's par cooked, and it'll cook perfectly at the same time as your gnocchi. Put some beautiful colors on that.
Now you got some good color. And you have the sauce, the pepper sauce, it's already hot, so it's all going to come together pretty fast.
A lot of multitasking.
Yeah.
I know. Look at that.
All right, now I'm going to add this sauce. You can add as much as you like. I like just enough to coat the gnocchi.
Yeah, because the gnocchi is soft in flavor anyway. You don't want to really cover it up.
Exactly.
You want to have, and it adds a nice texture to it too. That's what I love about this type of dish.
And the funny thing is like also this dish is also building flavors as well in a pan once again. Some fresh herb always goes nice. Just accents everything. Freshens it up.
Lots of building going on today.
I know.
Yep.
And the fresh herbs always toward the end.
I usually add fresh herbs toward the end. You don't want because it also gives a vibrant, nice vibrant look to the dish. Here, I'm gonna try this so you all can see.
I think we can see that. Yeah.
So you see how the vibrant squash kind of takes the same shape as the gnocchi. It's always good to cut things to the same shape and size because it'll all cook the same.
We're going to finally finish it off with that little ricotta.
So just a little dollop.
Quenelle.
Nice. Very good. Nice. Dish number 1 down. The secret's revealed, but we're not finished yet.
Nope, I'll tell you what, I got a Rye in the Sky cocktail, and then, of course, you can't wait for that fried chicken to happen, too.
All the secrets to that revealed before your very eyes when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Kevin Harned, Tim Laird here. We are cooking today, about to make some fried chicken, one of my favorite things on the planet, by the way. We've got Jacob Coronado in from the Red Herring. We'll get back to sharing some secrets in just a few minutes, but first, secrets of a different kind coming from our very good friend and my broadcast partner, Tim Laird.
You bet, Kevin. I'll tell you what, I love this cocktail. It's what I call Rye in the Sky, and I'll tell you why it gets that name here in a little bit. Basically, shaker with ice.
Okay, easy.
Put in there about 1.5 ounces, and this time I'm going to use a little bit of Woodford Reserve Rye, which means that mash bill.
Ounce and a half.
Yeah, that's my 1.5 ounces.
Half bottle.
Yeah, that's my 1.5 ounces. I always measure, Kevin, like a good bartender. Anyway, do that about 1 ounce of honey syrup, which is 1 part honey, 1 part water. So 1 ounce of that goes in. And then 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice.
Okay.
Citrus, that'll kick that up. I'm going to give this a good little shake on this one, Kevin. I've already shook one up during the commercial break for you.
Got it.
But I'm going to garnish it here in a second. So let's put this in mine. I might have a little bit more than yours because of that extra pour.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Oops, Kevin. Sorry. I know I'm supposed to share. But,
Rye in the Sky. I've got my eye on your Rye in the Sky.
Anyway, here's the Sky. What you want to do is take a little whipped cream. I can do a little quinella, too, but I better not. Anyway, I just shaped this like a little cloud. So it's like a little, and how appropriate for a chief meteorologist. Is this a cumulus nimbus?
We're about ready to make it rain.
That would be anyway, just a little pillow to make it look like a cloud, Kevin.
This is going to get messy.
Why would you say that? It's just a dollop, right? You can throw it in there. You don't have to be perfect. It's a cloud.
When's the last time you need 2 spoons for a dollop?
Well, yeah, so you can scrape it off if it doesn't stick, Kevin. Anyway, I know how you are. Anyway, cheers. Let's see how we did.
Cheers.
Rye in the Sky.
Rye in the Sky.
Here we go.
I'm supposed to get some of this whipped cream, right?
Ooh, how good is that?
Well, it is good.
It is, isn't it?
Real good, yeah.
Did you get some of the whipped cream?
Yeah.
Look at
I got a lot. I got a lot of it.
Let me try.
It's delicious. It's almost like candy. You always exceed our expectations.
I know, but I like to say, oh, that is good. Well, what, Kevin?
Right.
Like a good chef, this has
That's
been
when you say,
pre-tested.
oh, yeah, your forecast was pretty accurate.
Yeah. Anyway,
Exactly accurate.
let's get back to cooking,
Let's
my
do
friend.
it. It's
All right.
time for some fried chicken, I understand.
All right.
Oh, we brought in the staff here to help, I see. So
Excellent. We got some. We got it back up. So,
This is one of the
Jacob,
chef's
what's next?
We stick to our fried chicken recipe because I think we got it down to a T. So we use that chicken from Joe's farm, and what we've done is we broke it down and butchered it.
Who's helping us today?
This is Jeff Harmon. He works with me over there. He's also one of my chefs. I consider all of us chefs at our kitchen. We're a very talented team. They help me with the ideas and as well as the execution. So
Excellent.
All right, Jacob, walk us through where we start.
So first things first, get your oil to about 350 degrees. If you're cooking more than a whole chicken, you might want to just go a little bit higher because the temperature will drop. So we're good on that. And what we've done is the process for our chicken is we brine it. We brine it for 12 hours, and then after that, we soak it in buttermilk and hot sauce. Now, we make our own hot sauce, but you can also use, just a high vinegar hot sauce, something similar to like Frank's hot sauce. That works just as good. And,
So we have the flour.
yeah, so this is our dredge. We did a pretty simple dredge. We have some bourbon barrel smoked paprika. We also have some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. We also do a little bit of dried dehydrated thyme as well. So we whisk all that together, get it nice and mixed up. And after that, we only do one dredge. So it goes into buttermilk, and after that, into the dredge. And Jeff, if you please, drum roll.
We want to hear that sizzle. There you go. Oh,
You can tell the oil's hot enough by how.
perfect. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm just
Isn't
gonna.
that excitement?
Let's do it. Let's do it, Todd.
Listen at that sound, Tim.
I love that sound.
Oh,
There it goes.
took me back to when I was about 10 years old, right here, going to memos for chicken.
The only thing that could rival that sound for me is the sound of a shaker or a blender.
Listen, while that's cooking, we'll have more cooking when we come back, but we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsors and folks who make our show possible. We're coming back with Jacob from the Red Herring right after this on Secrets of Bluegrass Chef. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned alongside Tim Laird. Jacob Coronado from the Red Herring is here. The chicken is frying, music to my ears.
Look at that beautiful golden brown for a
let's
second.
let's look at it.
That's looking
taste it.
very nice.
Oh,
We'll be tasting
That's
it eventually.
gorgeous. All
that
right.
is
All right.
beautiful.
And now I'm just gonna take some of these Brussels sprouts. We get them from Spirit Valley Farm. They're beautiful. So
Beautiful.
I'm gonna take a couple of them like that. What I've done to those is, again, blanch them. So same process, salt water, boil it. This is gonna take a little bit longer, probably about, depending on the size of the Brussels sprouts. With Brussels sprouts about this size, probably take about a minute, 30 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you, Brussels sprouts have really come back in style. I mean, they're shaving them for salads. They're doing all kinds of different things. And now in your hash, I mean, people are really loving their sprouts again.
Well, yeah, they've learned how to use them instead of just serving them as a Brussels sprout.
You just want a little bit of color with these. And while that's developing some color, I have some sweet potatoes. And I'm gonna add in there as well.
And
I love sweet potatoes.
And that's been blanched too, the sweet
Yeah,
potato?
so what we've done with these is we've roasted it for about 10 minutes in the oven, about 350. And technically these are yams, but they're, the difference between sweet potato and yam is the color, really, is what you're seeing. So this is a yam. We use this because it gives a vibrant color, but we also use sweet potato, depending on what the farmers have. Technically it is a sweet potato.
Now, wait a minute.
Kevin, it's a starch.
I'm a science guy, so I deal in...
It's in the sweet potato family.
Okay.
Okay, so we got this nice and hot. We got a little bit of color. So now I'm just gonna add a couple of these Carmen peppers. What I've done is I've just sliced them in rings, and I added, in a pot I cooked some vinegar, equal parts vinegar. So a cup of vinegar to a cup of water, and then with that I added 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and I boiled that. I put my Carmen peppers in this quart container here, and then I poured that hot liquid into this this container and let it cool down, and I got a nice sweet pickle out of it. And this also has a lot of acidity, so what's going to happen is it's going to deglaze the pan, and it's also going to brighten up the flavor. So, and you'll hear it too. You might hear it. That's the sweet sound of that fried chicken might mask
it out.
But yeah. So I did that. I'm gonna add a little bit of the juice as well. There you go.
There it is.
Now I'm gonna add some butter.
Oh, the butter.
Yeah.
Not only flavor, but give it a nice little sheen at the end there,
Yeah.
kind of give it a nice coating.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give it a little constant movement so that it emulsifies nicely. Now that's kind of a nice thing. You see how it's getting nice and shiny?
Beautiful.
Right.
So that's what happens when the butter emulsifies. But at the same time, it's a perfect balance between liquid and butter. So sometimes it can look greasy. And if that's the case, which I'm trying to actually make it do a little bit, but if that's the case, if it looks a little broken or just like fatty and not nice and shiny, just add a little bit more liquid. And that could just be water. And that's gonna help it emulsify, go back to a nice emulsification with the butter. And with the pickled pepper, so you have that earthy savoriness from your Brussels sprouts, and then you have the sweetness, kind of soft texture from your sweet potato, your yam, excuse me.
Yam.
And and then you have that again a little bit more sweetness, but acidity, so vibrant, like very kind of like high level, if you will, as I like to explain it when it comes to like your flavor profile. So you're going on a roller coaster, and that acidity is going to bring your palate, it's just going to take that flavor up, as I feel. And then this comes right back down to that savory goodness. All right. So we have some delicious fried chicken.
Wow,
Talk about crunch.
Is that a serving?
This is, like I said, family
Family
style.
style.
We will at the restaurant, you'll get some of that hash with the thigh and with the leg. So the thigh and the drum on top. So what I have here is our honey harissa, and basically, harissa is like a Moroccan condiment. We take some peppers, dehydrated peppers, we toast them, grind them. We grind them with a lot of spices, some cumin, coriander, and we also use caraway seed. And then we blend that up with some lime juice, a little bit of oil. It's super exotic, but super delicious.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah, and then we put just a lot of local honey. So you got some spices, and it can be a little dry to the palate. But when you just saturate it with honey, it really brings it all together. And I'm just not going to be nice about this.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Well, there you have it, the fried
That
chicken,
looks
the Brussels sprout,
unbelievable.
sweet potato hash, right there from the red herring.
Thank you.
Wowzer.
Everybody, come on out and see Jacob Coronado and Jeff over there doing it up right at the Red Herring. I'll tell you what, you guys do a lot of fun things, changing up that menu seasonal. What a great place.
Absolutely. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed seeing the secrets in our audience. Hopefully you've enjoyed them revealed at home as well. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin HARNED. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Wow, nicely done. Great job.